Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh my, oh my, oh my, what a beautiful day it's going to be. It is Friday. It's pouring down rain right now here in Atlanta. Woo! Nice stuff. Oh man, my voice is a little shot. I think I overdid it last night. Give me a second. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Probably not, but it happens. Oh my. What we got? Hey, good morning, JW. Welsh lady. Well, loving that Trailer song, Beautiful Soulful Blues. That's a good one. Oh, you like that? Oh, the alcohol blues. I know which one you're talking about. Just in time. Nice. Hey there, lovely. Good to see you. JW, Puddletown. Oh, hello. Hello. Did you see the one that just dropped? It should have just dropped. Yeah, there's a new one that came out at about 6 o'clock this morning. That would be Bad Duck. I'm pretty sure that it did. Today's the 10th. Okay. Maybe, maybe not. No, let's see if see what we've got here. If anybody what? Okay, this is just stupid. Like who writes garbage like this? I think they do it to really get people worked up. No streaming. No, really. That's no way. Today in history, John Wayne Gacy was executed by the state of Illinois. That is so weird. Good morning, Volstrom. How you doing, man? It is just crazy. Um I was hanging out talking to Big Johnson last night, and she's got such a wild story. I'm amazed. Just absolutely amazed. It was a good time. And MG came in for a bit. I mean, just what a day. What a day. So what's going on with you guys? Just kidding. I could do this all damn morning and never break a sweat. Oh, let's see. First things first is this right here. Biden Netanyahu relationship is strained like never before. Can the two leaders move forward? You know what? Don't care. Don't care. You know, it's completely stupid and ridiculous, and people are not happy, and they're not going to be happy. And because of this, Israeli settlers attacked this West Bank village in a spasm of violence after this boy's death. Charred homes, cars dotted the hilltop village, surrounded by olive groves, are searing reminder of Palestinians' vulnerability to rising violence from Israeli settlers. I'm like, this right here is not what anybody wanted at all. We know that nobody wanted to see this. Nobody wanted to have a damn war. But Hamas decided October 7th that they were going to attack Israel. It wasn't like they went after military installations. No, they went after what was closest available and did damage. And Israel responded. They got spanked. It's not a pretty sight. And of course, it is incumbent upon the military leaders in both of these areas to get things under control. But they've been doing this for thousands of years. So don't expect it's going to happen anytime soon. I mean, you want the news, there you go. There's the news about Israel and Gaza. If you don't want this stuff to continue to happen, well, there's a way of dealing with it, and the way that they're dealing with it is probably not a good idea. Just I just can't get over it. But meanwhile, in the US, we get to deal with this kind of shit. The killing of a airman by Florida deputies among cases of black people being shot in their homes. Can I just hang my hat? Hang my hat up and just get rid of it, just throw it away. I mean, it's just amazing to me that this is going to be the narrative this uh going into this year. And I mean, we're not even through halfway through the year, and this is already where we're bringing it to. What does AP think is going to be the outcome of this? I mean, honestly, do they think this is going to get them any winning points? Don't think it will. And I'm almost afraid to even read the damn the piece because it causes it to be so damn divisive. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, do I read this or do I just sort of let it go? Don't know. Because yeah, I'll read it. I'll read it. Good morning, Daniel Barry. Good morning. How are you doing? Texas Jen. Yes. Zach Fiddlesticks. Huh? That's crazy. How's the weather there, Ballstorm? Stormy. Just helps with the narrative. Yeah. Fatal shooting of a U.S. airman at his off base apartment by a sheriff deputy brings to mind other instances of black people being killed by law enforcement in their own homes as they're going about their day. Mm, I had to grab my coffee. This is going to be an interesting one. Mm. So, what they're saying is black people are being killed by law enforcement in their own homes just as they're going about their day, like they have done nothing wrong. Why would that be? How can this happen? Such an atrocity. Hmm. The senior airman Roger Fortson, 23, was killed on May 3rd in his apartment in Fort Walton Beach. Uh-huh. Body camera video viewed by reporters Thursday shows the Okaloosa County deputy arriving at the apartment building speaking to a woman who describes someone hearing an argument. The deputy went up an elevator and walked down an outdoor hallway. On the body cam video, the deputy can be heard yelling that he was from the sheriff's department and knocking, while also stepping seemingly out of the view of the door. The video then shows Fortson opening the door with what appears to be a gun in his hand pointed towards the ground. The deputy quickly fires several shots, yelling for Fortson to drop the gun after he is already on the ground wounded. And I'm curious if they actually have. Nope. Nope, they don't have the body camera video. See, here's what they don't have. They don't have the body camera video. Not that I want to see anybody being shot. deleted. I was just curious if they put it here. Because the way that they've got this highlighted right here, the body camera video viewed by reporters. And if you click on that particular link, here's where it takes you to. Serious. That's exactly where it takes you to. So you're sitting here reading this story and you're like, oh, let me see what the body camera says. Oh no, believe us. After mistrial, feds moved to retry ex-Louisville cop who fired shots in Breonna Taylor raid. And that was a very horrible situation. Okay. Breonna Taylor raid was a horrible situation. You know what got Breonna Taylor killed? It wasn't that they were just sitting in their home, minding their own business, doing absolutely nothing wrong. There was a warrant issued on the property. They were looking for somebody else. That other person happened to be a drug dealer. They were apparently still getting drugs going to this place. She had a new boyfriend. That new boyfriend was armed. The cops knocked on the door, and after a little bit, they got a gunshot come out of that building, and the cops, trigger happy, started firing, and Breonna Taylor was hit. Now, the guy that was firing at the cops had no idea they were cops, or so he claimed. He was not convicted either. And not saying that this should have happened, because I saw a bit of the trial on that, and it was just a messed up situation. And it means that cops need to change their policy and start paying a little bit more attention to the stupid things they're doing. And not saying that what happened with this one was any better. Not saying that this is any better. But the news doesn't help out whenever they say that black people just go about the day, white man comes along, starts killing black people. That's where they pointed at. And it's just an instance of black people getting shot in their home, doing nothing but just being there. And guess who is going to be representing Fortson's family? Ben Crump. Ben Crump. Doesn't that make you feel wonderful? He is just a piece of shit human being. I mean, he's an attorney, sure, but he's a race baiter. That's the beauty of this guy. He's representing the Fordson family. It said Fordson was talking to his girlfriend on FaceTime and grabbed his gun because he heard someone outside his apartment. I know it's morning, but your only responsibility today is hit that thumbs up. Trump said Thursday's statement that we remain adamant that law enforcement went to the wrong apartment. The sheriff rejects that assertion. Here are some other. Well, what? What's the rest of it? AP, where's the rest of the story? Where's the rest of the story? Oh no, we got to talk about Botham Jean, 26-year-old black man who was fatally shot in 2016 by white. Oh, why does it have to be a white police officer? Why didn't it just say it was a police officer who mistook his Dallas apartment for their own? Now, he was just sitting around not doing anything. Yeah, he came in and Jane, just which happened to be a woman sitting in her home, whenever a man comes in, she loses it and pops him. Amber Geyer was still in uniform after a long shift when she walked up to Jean's apartment, which was on the fourth floor, directly above hers on the third, and found the door unlocked. Jean, accountant from the Caribbean island of St. Lucia, had been eating a bowl of ice cream when Geiger entered his home and shot him. He was unarmed. Now, that one was horrible. She walked into the wrong apartment after a long day and thought someone was in her house and shot him. That's horrible tragedy. Atina Jefferson, 20-year-old black woman, was fatally shot through a window at her home in 2019 by Aaron Dean. Oh, of course. Why does it have to be a white officer? Why don't we talk about the black officers that do this? Oh, yeah, but it's got to be a white officer. As he responded to a non emergency call about the door to her Fort Worth, Texas home being open, body camera footage showed that Dean was a second officer, didn't identify themselves as police at the house. Both testified at Dean's trial that they thought the house might have been burglarized and quietly moved into the fenced off backyard looking for signs of forced entry. Jefferson and her then 8-year-old nephew, Zion Carr, were up late playing games. They'd left the door open to vent smoke after earlier burning hamburgers. Carr testified that Jefferson took out her gun because she believed there was an intruder in the backyard. Dean fired a single shot through the window. Split second after shouting at Jefferson, who was inside, to show her hands. He was found guilty in 2022 and sentenced to nearly 12 years in prison. I mean, damn. I was hit number one. Don't even go into Breonna Taylor. Not even going to talk about that. Yeah. They deadlocked in a federal jury that Hinkson used excessive force that night. They have said they intend to retry him because we got to keep this in the news. We got to keep this. Oh, it's what you got. This is all you've got. You got Botham, Jefferson, Jones, Taylor, and this is every day. No, this happened what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. This one is in 2010. This one here was in 2019. I mean, that was 5 years ago. This was in 2018. Come on, AP. What? You don't have anything better to do than race bait? Oh, that's right. It's election year. Good morning, Jude. Hey, Jude. Don't be afraid. Good morning from UK. Another lovely spring day here. Well, good morning, Matt Englishman. It's wonderful to see you. The power of positivity and prayer. Lovely. My butt got kicked a few weeks back, but still got bruised and a lump to prove it. Well, sometimes you gotta get kicked. Yeah. I don't like the race baiting stuff. It does nothing to do any good for our 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 citizens if they're up in arms and at each other's throats. It just does no good. Doesn't make anybody a better person. Mm. And it's amazing to me that they'll have. I mean, this is how you know that they're that places like the AP, Fox, NBC, MSNBC, CBS, all of these places, they've got some sort of just deep hatred towards anybody that breaks their narrative. They really do. And compare this story right here. Killing of an airman by a Florida deputy is among cases of black people being shot in their homes. Okay, let's look at their story, and we say okay, and then they bring up the deputy, and they talk about instances of black people being killed by law enforcement in their home. They show this, they tell you what's on the body camera video without actually showing you what's on there. They tell you what they see happen and who's representing them, and then they go on with these and they make sure they're absolutely positive to make sure that they tell you it's a white police officer who shot a black person. Over right here, they got to tell you that a white officer did the shooting. And then you come over to this one, and where in this story, and I'm just curious, where in this story do you think they're going to say that it was an illegal alien that brutally violated and then deleted a white woman? Where do you think it's going to say it in here? Just curious. Where do you think they're going to say that this person was an illegal alien and that killed and raped, not necessarily in that order, a white woman? Where do you think they're going to show that? I mean, fair is fair, but oh no, we'll find out. In Georgia, a man has been indicted. Oh, just a man indicted on murder charges by grand jurors who said he intended to rape a nursing student whose body was found near a running trail on the University of Georgia campus. It is the first time such a motive has been revealed in the February killing. What? It is not the first time it's been revealed. It has been at the forefront of people talking about this, saying, yeah, he did that to her. In the February killing of Laken Hope Riley, which has become a flashpoint in the national debate over immigration reform. And of course, then they have to bring up this. Oh, Republicans have used the murder case against Jose Ibarra, a Venezuelan citizen. Really? To stoke fears about immigration by claiming that some immigrants would commit violent crimes if they're allowed entry into the U.S. No, that's not what they said. That's not what the Republicans have been saying. And they've been very adamant about this. Said you've got to be able to check people that are coming into your country. You have to be able to see the people that are coming into your country. If you have people just crossing the border willy nilly, you don't know what kind of criminals are coming into the United States. They're not vetted. You don't know if they have the best interest of the United States at heart. And here's an example of the kind of crap that is going to happen unless you can do something about taking control of your fucking border. Pardon my language. Again, throughout all of this, throughout all of the first few paragraphs, why couldn't they have written this story of women are being violently raped and murdered as illegal immigrants are coming across the border? Oh, it doesn't fit their damn narrative. Isn't that beautiful? Oh no, because that would be insensitive to certain people. They hate you, women. They really do. They don't like you at all. I'm not saying that every person that is from another country is going to do these kind of things. I'm saying that at some point, AP, MSNBC, CBS, Fox News, at some point, get your head out of your ass and just report the damn story. Report it as it is. A sheriff's deputy went into someone's house, or someone came out of their house armed with a firearm and was shot by a sheriff's deputy. Just the news. Doesn't matter if they're black, doesn't matter if they're white. Just report the news. Just like this news, they could have said that a woman was violently raped and murdered by an illegal alien. You don't even have to say what nationality is. He could be green for all I care. It doesn't matter. Report the news as it is. Yeah. They don't want to mess with this woman. Yeah, that's very true. I was going to send a Captain Curb. Hey, happy Friday. I hope you're doing well this morning. I'm in one of those moods, just a cranky mood this morning. Crap, I didn't know he was here. Oh, nothing kept Curb. Pretend you didn't see anything. A Georgia grand jury this week handed down the indictment accusing Ibarra of repeatedly striking Riley in the head with a rock and asphyxiating her, and also pulling up her clothing, or is it do they mean to say pulling off her clothing with the intention of raping her? Because from what I understand, what has been talked about is he actually did knocked her unconscious, raped her, and then deleted her. The 10-count indictment also accuses Ibarra of hindering Riley's attempts to call 911 and of tampering of evidence by concealing a jacket and gloves. The killing stunned students and staff of the university, but not so much that they got up in arms about it, because they had the sheriff's department, whenever they questioned him about them being very welcoming to illegals in their community and not actually going after illegals in their community and stopping illegals from coming into their community and actually promoting having illegals in their community, that they turned around, they blamed Trump for it. Yeah, that's what they had to say about this. Of course, people tend to forget what the sheriff says whenever people mention Lake and Riley. Ibarra did not know Riley and took her life in an apparent random attack. Officers discovered the body of Riley, 22-year-old Augusta University's college student, nursing student, on February 22nd. That left officers in zero on a nearby apartment complex, and they were eventually apprehended Ibarra, 26, who lived in the apartments. This was a crime of opportunity where he saw an individual and bad things happen. University of Georgia Police Chief Jeff Clark said shortly after the killing. Bad things happen? Within weeks of the killing, Riley became the face of immigration reform for many conservatives because of Ibarra's status. That he's an illegal alien. Immigration officials have said Ibarra had unlawfully entered the United States and was allowed to stay. No, he was an illegal immigrant. Hard to say this. At the State of the Union, U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene shouted at President Joe Biden, said, "Say her name." And you know what he did? He couldn't even say her name. He couldn't even pronounce her name. He had no idea who in the hell she was. He had no idea who in the hell she was. Yeah, he didn't speak about her. Yeah, they couldn't tell the truth about that if they had their heads screwed on straight, which they don't. Lawyers did not for Ibarra did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Wednesday. Oh, sorry, it just pisses me off. It pisses me off because the kind of news that they talk about and the things that they say don't match what you see with your own eyes. I guarantee you if it was Trump and he mispronounced the name, the news would be reporting about it 24/7, that he gives no craps about anybody, that how stupid he is and how horrible he is. Good morning, Nick. How are you doing, sir? What do you have going on this morning? How is the Rico trial going? Good Lord. Good morning. Oh my. Oh my. Hmm. So what do we have here? China and U.S. resume cooperation on deportation as Chinese immigrants rush in from southern border. Washington. Beijing and Washington have quietly resumed cooperation on the deportation of Chinese immigrants who are illegal aliens as the two countries are reestablishing the widening contacts their leaders meeting in California late last year. After China suspended cooperation in August of 2022, the United States saw a drastic surge in the numbers of Chinese immigrants entering the country illegally from Mexico. That's weird to me. Why would they be coming in through the border of Mexico? Well, let's read on. Maybe we'll find out. U.S. border officials arrested more than 3,700 Chinese nationals on the southern border in 2023. Wow, it's amazing. That's 10 times the number during the previous year and further exasperating tensions over immigration going into the presidential election. In a statement sent to the Associated Press this week, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said Beijing was willing to maintain dialogue and cooperation in the areas of immigration enforcement with the U.S. Would accept the deportation of those Chinese nationals has been verified. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said last month. He told the U.S. budget hearing during that he all had an engagement with his Chinese counterpart and to ensure that China would begin to accept removal flights so we can deliver consequence for Chinese immigrants who do not have a legal basis to remain in the U.S. Maracas said there was one deportation flight to China for the first time in a number of years. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement did not respond to an AP request for details on the cooperation and the number of Chinese nationals who have been deported or wait deportation. Without cooperation from Chinese government, the U.S. cannot send back Chinese immigrants who have no legal status to stay in the U.S. or better known as illegal immigrants. It is unclear when cooperation resumed, but a charter flight carrying a small but unknown number of illegals landed in northeastern Chinese city of Shenyang on March 30th, according to Thomas Cartwright of Witness at the Border, an advocacy group that tracks deportation flights. The group has not detected other flights to China, but it's possible that some immigrants could have been deported on commercial flights, Cartwright said. The number of Chinese deportees was certainly small on March 30th flight because the Gulfstream 5, which took off from Arizona and stopped in Texas and Alaska before reaching China, typically has a seating capacity of 14 and also made a stop in South Korea before heading back to the U.S., according to Cartwright. But it was a sign that Beijing and Washington are once again cooperating on deportation, but only 14 of the 3,700 or 37,000. So we managed to get 14, and some of those might have been dropped off in North Korea. Just saying. After the Chinese government stopped the cooperation in a response to a visit by Nancy Pelosi, who was then, of course, the House Speaker, she went to Taiwan. Beijing claims sovereignty over the island and strongly opposes any official contact between the island and the U.S. Beijing also halted high level military to military dialogue cooperation on anti narcotics and talks of climate change, plunging relations to a low. Go figure. It wasn't until November 2023 when President Joe Biden hosted Chinese President Xi Jinping in Woodside, California, that the two sides agreed to restart the military to military talks and cooperation in fighting fentanyl. Because, wow, where is all this fentanyl coming from? Well, it couldn't be coming across the southern border. No, no, why would it be doing that? Well, and of course, more important than all of the illegals crossing our southern border and bringing fentanyl in, there was more important things like dialogue on climate change. It had resumed because we know that China is the largest polluter, but yet we don't want to talk about that. In April, Deputy Secretary of State Kurt Campbell complained that Beijing was doing little to curb the outflow of Chinese immigrants or illegals. Beijing countered that we firmly oppose any form of illegal immigration and severely cracks down on all forms of illegal immigration organizations. The number of Chinese migrants arrested by the U.S. Border Patrol peaked in December, but it slowed downward trend in the first 3 months of 2024. But not by much, because we're going to ramp that shit up again right before the election. This, like, oh my God. Be right back. You need a refill. Yeah, check out Nick and his Viking Outlook. HTTPS, youtube.com. Nicholas Starro. The only, the man, the myth, the legend. Nicholas Starro. Make sure you check him out. Check him out. Look him up, down. Look him up, left, down, and right. And oh my gosh, look at that. That is a Viking. That is a man among men. He has the meat hooks of a giant. All right. I think it is time for me to get a little refill of coffee. I'm going to have to do that. I need a refill so bad. Oh, geez, because this is just going to be one of those days. You're catching me in a mood, and it happens. You're catching me in one of those, like, really just wanna I want to break something. That's what I want to do. I really do. Should I use the new one? I think I should use the new one. Yeah. Let's try the new one. Yep. Evening styling. Yeah, Rambo's got it down with you, man. Oh, yeah. Just this kid's face. It's like, oh, yeah.
My balls are tingling. Yeah,
So awesome. That kid is having the best time of his life. Never been in a car like where it's all whoa. If you know, man. It gets you shaking. Good morning, Melanie Beeman. Oh, I've got some cool stuff I want to show you guys today. I have to break up the illegal alien bullshit somehow. I really do. I really have to break this up somehow because I don't want to come off as being like completely angry all the damn time. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I worked on today. Or yesterday. Yesterday, I worked on a couple of pretty cool little pieces, and you guys tell me what you think. How's that? Let me know what you think of these. Where did I put them? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong one. So I was working on these. So tell me what you think of this. What do you think of this? Was it the experts again?
Morning light, the world's still half asleep. A man with a mic who's got stories to tell. Shizzy Whiz Nut, the king of all morning shows. Wit and charm, who knows? Welcome to Morning Whiz and Coffee, where the news meets fun. Shizzy will entertain before the day's begun. Humor and sarcasm, he'll keep you in the know. It's a roller coaster ride, there's no telling where we'll go. It's a roller coaster ride, there's no telling where we'll go. Politics to pop culture, everything between. Shizzy's got the scoop about the latest scene. With laughter, a pinch of spice, so serve it up fresh, so grab a slice. Welcome to Morning Whiz and Coffee, where the news meets fun. Shizzy will entertain before the day's begun. Humor, sarcasm, he'll keep you in the know. On this roller coaster ride, there's no telling where we'll go. Guests come and go, adding flavor to the mix. From celebrities to sexperts, sharing their bag of tricks. Cheesy Sean that steals the show with his wit and banter. Morning like the world's still half asleep. A man with a mic who's got stories to tell. Shizzy Whiz Nut, the king of morning shows. Wit and charm, who knows? Welcome to Morning Whiz and Coffee, where the news meets fun. Shizzy will entertain before the day's begun. Humor, sarcasm, he'll keep you in the know. It's a roller coaster ride, there's no telling where we'll go.
This one's fun.
Politics to pop culture, everything between. Shizzy's got the scoop about the latest scene. With laughter, a pinch of spice, serve it up fresh, so grab a slice.
It's missing something. There's still one in there that I need to. There's a line in there. That's not the one that I complete. That one ended up being the wrong one. So I'll show it to you guys later. The correct one. But I do have another one on here, and this one is for Sunday Spice. So whenever I do one on Sunday, it's even now this one I put together because I've got the music, and I'm working on putting the video together, which I think is going to be pretty neat. Whenever you hear the lyrics, I think that once I get the audio and the video synced up, it's going to be pretty cool. Now this one much enjoyable.
Welcome to Sunday Spice, where the laughter flows. Shizzy Whiz Nut is here, let the good times roll. With guests so unique, they bring stories to life. Stories full of humor and everything's fun. Sunday Spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary diva to Kaiser Pineapple's might, each guest brings a magic for just one night. Dictionary diva with words so grand, she'll define the exotic with a wave of her hand. Storm roars in with thunder's might, bringing his humor to the night. Sunday Spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary diva to Kaiser Pineapple's might, each guest brings a magic for just one night.
Yeah, pretty cool. I thought it was pretty neat.
I have a story, thrones in the air, with a full brutality uncompare. Kaiser Pineapple adds a spicy twist, with humor so fresh you can't resist. Welsh lady reads with a soothing tone, brings tales to life in a world all around. So gather round, let the
Give you a hand
stories
job.
begin in the world of Sunday Spice, where joy
False
always
form.
wins. Shizzy Whiz Nut leading the way, smile through night and day. Sunday Spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary diva to Kaiser Pineapple's might, each guest brings a magic for just one night.
Pretty cool, I thought. It was like, oh, that was fun. See, I'm working on it. The last one, I did have a much better song for that, and I just downloaded the wrong damn one. It's much shorter than the first one. I'll have to show you guys here in a little bit because it turned out really good, and I got a kick out of it. Just need to find the correct one that I was supposed to download, and I didn't because I'm an idiot. That's what happens. Let me see if I got it. And that one's super long, and yeah, this is the one right here. I'm gonna share this tab instead. So this is the one I actually wrote right here. It's a little bit closer. Dictionary TV. Look
Morning light,
alive.
the world still
Magic
half
Mike.
asleep. A man with a mic who's got stories to tell. Shizzy Whiz Nut, the king of the morning show.
It should have much less.
Welcome to Morning Whiz and Coffee, where the news meets fun. Shizzy will entertain before the day's begun. Humor and sarcasm.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Keep you in the know. It's a roller coaster ride.
Oh, let's go. I'd remember you. Oh, hell yeah.
It's a roller coaster ride. There's no telling where we'll go. Politics to pop culture, everything between. Shizzy's got the scoop about the latest scene. With laughter, a pinch of spice, I'll serve it up fresh, so grab a slice. Welcome to Morning Whiz and Coffee, where the news meets fun. Shizzy will entertain before the day's begun. Humor and sarcasm, he'll keep you in the know on this roller coaster ride. There's no telling where we'll go.
So it turned out pretty good, I think. Oh, really?
Guests come and go, adding flavor to the mix. From celebrities to sexperts, sharing their bag of tricks. Cheesy Sean that steals the show with his wit and bang. So grab your cup of coffee and join the morning crew for laughs and updates. Shizzy's got you. Morning Whiz and Coffee, the place to be. Every day starts with laughter that will make you pee. Welcome to Morning Whiz and Coffee, where the news meets fun. Shizzy will entertain before the day's begun.
So many wrenches this morning. I feel either naked or something bad is about to go down.
So raise a toast to Shizzy.
Oh, yeah,
The
bring it.
morning show king.
Raise your toast, man.
Super chucks his mic on news. That's his thing. Oh, Morning Whiz and Coffee, the show that's always bright. With Shizzy Whiz not exposing the bull from the left and right.
Yeah.
Bad duck, he's a slick little cat.
Oh, that's the latest one I worked on, too.
Cravat. He struts down the street, all cool and rude,
Yeah, this is the latest one.
leaving a trail of chaos wherever he goes.
About Bad Duck.
He's
You guys know
got
Bad
a
Duck.
pocket full of tricks, a smile that's bold. A smooth operator never does what he's told. That's true. He dances through the crowd with a mischievous grin, leaving a trail of broken hearts in the spin. Oh, Bad Duck, he's a smooth talking fellow, dancing in the moonlight,
What?
always on the mellow.
I don't know.
With
Birthday
a
tonight.
clack and a snap, he's the life of the party.
So that was the latest one right there by that I put together. It's awesome. It's a Bad Duck. He came in last night. Big Band Swing is fabulous. Yes, in the studio. It's that was one that I put together with Bad Duck in mind. I was like, this is gonna be fun. And all I did was put in Bad Duck, and it chose. I don't even. Oh no, he wanted Rat Pack kind of swing is what he was looking for, which was damned hilarious. Check your Twitter pages. check your Twitter pages. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, so bad duck came in and he dropped a super chat and he goes, I just want that Rat Pack style of a song about bad duck. And so I put one together. Yeah, and it fits bad duck. I literally gave no prompting to it. I just created it in like less than 10 seconds. Did drunk Nick get a birthday present for sober Nick? I hope so. And happy birthday, Nick. Most definitely. Most definitely. Hey, Molest, tell me how much you love the smell of Bondo in the morning. Yes. I don't know. Now do Southern Cross. You're still at work. What? You don't work? Slacker. Sir at Nick Starro, Gratulator Meditagon. I don't know what that means, but hopefully it was a kind thing to say. Birthday, Nick Starro from Germany. Well, welcome from Germany. Speaking of Germany, I got some news for you from Germany. Here you go. There's a new rule that aims to speed up the removal of limited group of migrants who don't qualify for asylum. I think Germany is in this limited group of migrants. You German migrants, you need to stop migrating to the US. It's so horrible. Especially, whenever you don't qualify for asylum, this isn't the 40s anymore. So I read this, of course. I'm going to have to go back to the immigration stuff. Sorry, it happens. So Washington AP, a new Biden administration rule announced Thursday, it aims to speed up asylum processing at the southern border. Oh, but only for a limited group of people. Believed to have committed serious crimes or who have terrorist links, and ultimately more quickly eject them from the country. That's not what you said earlier. What's the asylum processing at the southern border, but only for a limited group of people. So who are we looking at? We're looking at the Germans and the Swedens and the Denmarkians. We have to eject them immediately from our country because they come here illegally, crossing that southern border. The change comes as the administration has been struggling to demonstrate to voters that their policies suck. It's been an issue that it has a handle on the southern border, although they clearly don't. Republicans have consistently slammed Biden and his administration over policies that they say have worsened problems at the southern border constantly. Today isn't your birthday. It was a few days ago. What? Social Security number space. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, sorry. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Damn it. I do this every morning. I should know better. I am so sorry. You guys over on Rumble, I meant to do this. You chat away. I forgot to turn on your chat. So I didn't see any of your chats over there. Oh man, I'm so horrible. A couple of days ago. That's awesome. Zach, Emily's got to lose ever. Did your mom stuff a possum in your car? That's so bad. Sorry, wrong end of those balls. That's so wrong. There's nothing wrong with any of those peoples. However, if you don't stop the inflow of illegals, we're going to be in trouble. Especially the German inflowers. They are so horrible. And the Swedish ones too. Swedes, they're coming in, they're taking over the country. Damn Vikings. They're just coming in by the boatloads across the border. In a statement announcing the changes, we have changed. We've decided because this is an election year, we're going to make some changes that we don't really actually enforce. The Department of Homeland Security said illegals who are deemed to pose a public threat are taken into custody. But of course, there's a determine on whether they're eligible for asylum isn't made until later in the asylum process, like 5, 6 years later, like maybe 2025, 2026, we'll start looking at it. But when we're done, we go home again. No, I doubt that. Our women are so much better. like, like, come on, don't you want a blue-haired, woman that just yells and screams and throws fits? Come on, Nick. What you telling me that you're just gonna come in and conquer them and leave us in the wake of those horrible women? Just seen Discord. Is it too late? Never too late. If you can handle it, because it's gonna get stupid. If you look at that house vote, is gonna kill all the legal vote. Bring on the asteroid. Exactly. In a statement announcing changes. Sorry. Oh, but we have to wait years to decide whether they're eligible for asylum. It isn't made clear later on until under the proposed rule, asylum officers. What the hell is an asylum officer? I mean, don't you have border patrol? You mean we got to hire an asylum officer? Ah, I mean, open up the asylums again. That's what I'm saying. It isn't made. Now they start hearing cases in initial screening stage. It's called credible fear screening. Okay, that's weird. I've never heard of this before, but credible fear screening. I'll look that up here in a second. It's intended to happen just days after a person arrives in the country. Will now be able to consider that criminal history of or terrorist links when deciding whether someone should ultimately be removed from the country. Yes, it will be allowed DHS to expeditiously remove individuals who pose a threat to the United States much sooner than is currently the case, better safeguarding the security of our border and our country, the department said in its statement. So, what is this? What is this thing that they're talking about? Well, let's see. U.S. asylum measure aimed at curbing claims has limited impact given strained border. It's stained, whatever. Tucson. Okay. Inside giant white tents that house about 1,000 illegals near Tucson International Airport. What? Like, wait a second. Maybe my mapping isn't correct, but that's nowhere near the border. Just saying. I don't think Tucson is like okay. All right. And it's clockwork efficiency to release illegals within 2 days of arrest with orders to appear on immigration courts at their final destinations. Wait a second. So they're in Tucson and they're sending them to different parts of the country to what? To appear in immigration courts. Why are they appearing in different immigration courts? I mean, there's so many of them. There's some work to it. It passed the House, and if the Senate doesn't pass it, then it essentially opens the gates so the Senate will obviously just sit on it. Notably missing from the operations hub in the business corridor for illegal crossings into the U.S. are asylum officers who do initial screenings, who are intended to weed out weak claims that don't meet narrowly prescribed grounds for seeking protection. But we still process them through and we send them on to the next court. So asylum officers were instructed nearly a year ago to apply a higher screening standard on those who cross the border illegally or illegal immigrants after passing through another country, such as Mexico. But they're too understaffed to have much impact. Yeah, because it's a made up staffing position. Like, come on. But its application in only a small percentage of arrests shows how budgets can fail to match ambitions. But you denied wanting to even fund this crap in the first place. How about not letting them in at all? I'm thinking, just lasers and drone attacks and trebuchets. I mean, trebuchets will launch people really far, and many of them at the same time. The failure of a 20 billion spending plan on border security. So wait, you wanted to spend 20 billion, but you were looking to send 65 billion to Ukraine and then add another 10 billion on top of that and another 5 billion on top of that, bringing the total up to about 75, 80 billion that you're wanting to send to Ukraine. Some of it was for humanitarian relief. Like your 15 billion out of that 75 billion was just for humanitarian relief. Okay. Well, in this failed spending package, which was crafted by Senate negotiators. Oh, wait. Oh, we're going back into the negotiation, the one that was going to send billions of dollars to Ukraine. But they don't talk about any of this in here. Do you notice that there's no speaking of their so-called border spending, because it was filled with a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, I'm looking down through this. Where in here does it say anything about it was contingent upon them sending billions, like 3 times the amount, to Ukraine? Nowhere in there does it say that. And I mean, you tell me this last little bit that AP puts in here. Melissa Crow, Director of Litigation at the Center for Gender and Refugee Studies, which is challenging the higher standards set asylum seekers, eventually face tougher scrutiny before a judge, even if there's a rule limited to the use of border allows them to avoid screening. And she said Congress and White House may agree in the future to provide more money. What the what in bloody effing hell is this Center for Gender and Refugee Studies? I really want to know. Well, let's find out, because I've never heard of the Center for Gender and Refugee Studies. Oh, it's UCLA. That's what it is. That makes a whole lot of sense. So what is the Gender and Refugee Studies? Well, this is what they are. And they want you to donate. Our mission: defends human rights of courageous refugees seeking asylum in the United States with strategic focus and unparalleled legal expertise. CGRS champions the most challenging cases and fights for due process and promotes policies that deliver safety and justice for refugees. What in the ever living hell? Oh, they have experts. Oh, let's see. What is their experts? Advocates, a searchable repository of qualified country specialists and health professionals who serve as expert witnesses to support asylum seekers in the United States, is available free of charge to all advocates dedicated to promoting the rights of immigrants and asylum seekers or illegals. Register as an expert witness. What? Huh. So you can register as an expert witness. The definition of an expert witness in immigration court is broad. Lots of broads. Scholars, journalists, members of civil society organization, legal specialists, or political analysts, and many other individuals with specialized knowledge on particular country conditions or issues impacting asylum seekers, i.e., gender-based violence, gang, religion, political opinion, etc., could potentially qualify. If you have a particular knowledge on a specific country, please consider joining our expert database at Country Conditions Expert. Look, you too can become an expert. Not free, paid by taxpayers. Register as a medical or mental health expert. Register as a clinic or organization. If you're part of a clinic or organization that provides forensic mental health or physical evaluations, your organization's administrator can register here as the expert witness database as a non-expert. Attorneys, advocates, asylum seekers may access expert workbase and when logged into CRGS. Oh my, oh my. Well, these aren't these just a special kind of goofballs? I mean, if you if you want to see like some crazy stuff, all you have to do is this right here.
You stick in your 2 fingers like this, and then place your thumb on top like so. That will increase the pleasure.
Good morning, Welsh lady.
That's so wrong.
What? What? What's wrong with that?
I remember the first time I ever saw it, and I was, going, yeah, that's right. And then halfway through, I realized it was about pizza.
You're just. I knew it would get you. One way or
You
another.
did. How are you, my lovely? How are you
I'm
doing?
good. I'm so good. It's been an interesting morning. I love the laugh.
Yes, it seems so. I've been popping in and out to chat. It's lovely to see everybody. I cracked up earlier. I said Captain Kiernan said there's a lot of wrenches in here. Like throughout the wenches. There's a Sunday stream.
Oh.
When I read wench instead of wrench. Throughout the wenches.
Lots of wenches in here. Oh my. Like, where did the wenches come from?
Oh. See, he knows what I want about luck. See?
Exactly. Tell the Star Wars.
Hello, Cindy Snyder. I've been thinking about you, my lovely girl. I really have. She's
Awesome.
been going through tough times lately, but
We lost you for a second. You might have muted yourself. I hope not. We'll know if you it does happen. So don't worry. Welsh lady, you went mute for a second there.
did I?
Yeah.
I was saying to Cindy that I'm rooting for her. I know that she's going through tough times at the moment, but she's doing brilliantly.
Good. That's what we want people to be like, happy and healthy, you know.
Yeah,
And
I
not,
know
you
fan.
can't-
He needs a good laugh as well, and so we like to have a nice laugh and make people
Yeah.
smile, don't we? Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
So come on,
this
what have you
morning-
got for me today?
what do I have for you today? Oh, I mean, I could sit here and continue on with this, but I mean, just reading
Oh,
the.
no, you crack on. It's your show, my love. Sorry, I didn't
Oh,
mean
no.
it like that.
Oh no. I mean, no, I'm laughing because I'm just like, I can make this even funnier than it currently is because it's so wrong, because I don't understand why the Swedes are seeking asylum here, or the Germans. I really don't. I mean, I'm looking at this because they don't need asylum, but yet they just keep crossing that southern border. The Welsh, the one people who we couldn't invade.
Hello, Nick. Hello, lovely. Oh, he makes me laugh. I'm still a Viking, thank though. I'm still part of the group.
I hear they have a good soccer team.
Soccer? Do you mean football?
Oh my God. This was Lacey. I understood most of what you said. Awesome.
Oh, she's getting it.
Oh, yes.
Well done, Melanie.
So
becoming understandable, Shizzy. What's going on?
we're Americanizing you. Pretty soon you're going to be saying, "Oh, bless you."
We're going to be saying, "Bless y'all."
Yeah, exactly, just like that. Bless y'all. Oh my goodness. I love it. Gregory Chen. So if you saw a name like Gregory Chen, would you think that he was a white guy? I don't think so. Gregory Chen, Director of Government Relations for American Immigration Lawyers Association, said the rules barring people with criminal or terrorist backgrounds from asylum are are important to protect the country, but his concern is that these changes will speed up what is already highly complex legal analysis. Well, you don't have to do any legal analysis if you don't bring them into the country in the first place. It's bless your heart.
No,
Get it
no,
right.
there's two ways of saying that. I understand because I say "bless your heart" is in the literally "oh bless your heart." I mean that. That's thank you, that kind of way. But
Mhm.
I do know the kind of
Well,
more. I think it's more southern, is it?
well,
Bless,
that's the
bless your heart.
that's
The
the fun part.
sarcastic way.
Well, that's the best part about the Southern dialogue is you don't ever know. You don't ever
Right.
know,
So you're
but
always guessing.
because you should. You know, if you're being an ass and someone says, "Oh, bless your heart," you know what they mean. At
You
least
could tell,
you should.
yes.
But if not, if it's a way of insulting you without insulting you, but basically saying, "I'm moving on because bless your heart, goodbye." You just done.
Full stop.
Bless your
Yes,
heart. You're an idiot.
you're an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. Um,
Uh,
oh, at least you didn't say bless your little heart.
Ghost fox. Yeah, at least I know the difference, but again, it's a cultural thing that you have to learn, isn't it? You know, there's
Yes.
differences in our culture that is from north to south, and
Hmm.
so yeah, it's something you have to learn. And I've picked up that
Oh
when I
yeah.
say "bless my heart," I put it in brackets, not the sarky one.
Not the snarky one. I'm not being snarky. I'm trying to. I love that. I love it, Ghost Fox. Oh, so of course Nikki Haley will meet with donors to her shuttered presidential campaign because nobody wanted to vote for her. She couldn't even get more votes in some states that were just like, yeah, I'll vote nobody over her. Serious. That's bad. Whenever you
I know Nikki Haley. I've watched Nikki Haley on news and stuff. You know, I remember
uh,
her working for the president, or former president. The she wants to run for. She's running, is she?
no, not anymore. She dropped out. Nobody wanted to vote for her.
No surprised.
I mean, so they're expecting that there will be no Trump endorsement. Well, I guarantee you, Nikki Haley, or should I say Nicholas Haley? I really can't tell. She's very she's got a very masculine face. I'm just saying. Maybe lay off whatever it is that you've been taking because it is turning you very manly. Good, finally. I'm, I'm doing a write-in. Yeah, that would be awesome. I could see Haley having a hot, crazy daughter. I could see that. I could see that. Haley
Tammy,
turned
write
into
me in.
Haley turned in the Republican answer to Camel Toe. Nobody wants to vote for her. Exactly. Hey, Mo. Mo in the deep end. Is
Mo
she
in
in
the
here?
deep end is the next one for the right end. Yeah, Mo for
Oh yeah, I would.
president. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Mo. I was gonna.
Trump
I was gonna
for
say, did
all.
Mo just show up? I was like, pretty sure that there she is. Uh oh, okay. Well, and give me just a sec. She's asking me a question on, and so I must respond to Mo. She's
Must.
asking me.
Is it must to have to? She, she's my
Well,
Mo.
she's Mo. I mean, why wouldn't you
Exactly.
answer Mo in a nicest way? Copy, and I'll just send that to her. There we go. That'll make it really easy for her, or easier for her. She was asking me what program I'm using to write some of these things. Nikki Haley is meeting next week with donors who supported her now completely and entirely abandoned Republican presidential campaign that she had no chance of winning in the first place. A re-entry into public life that comes as former South Carolina governor that nobody in South Carolina, I mean, even her home state, there were more people that said, yeah, we'll vote for nobody before we'll vote for you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ouch.
she keeps drawing notable support in some state primaries despite Donald Trump's status as the presumptive nominee or your next president. One of the two. You take your pick, which it's going to be. Haley will appear at events on Monday and Tuesday with about 100 donors in Charleston. Shame on you. When is this? Monday and Tuesday? Oh, thank God I'm going to miss that. Thank God I'm going to miss that because I would just go and make fun of her. To a person with knowledge of the plans, the gathering, first reported by the Wall Street Journal, is intended as a FU to Haley's supporters. Sorry, it's a thank you, but Haley is not expected to endorse Trump. Like she, I'm not being endorsed by the loser. Oh, excuse me. Like, wow. That's just like saying, hey, I'm not being endorsed by a certain German artist, that like massacred a bunch of people. Just saying,
Gosh.
great. Thanks.
That's me.
Appreciate you're not endorsing me. It's like, oh, I love it. At a time when her donors ask her donors to back any other candidates, well, they probably don't want to. According to the person, what? Okay, donors to back any other candidates, according to the person who is not authorized to publicly discuss the meetings and spoke on conditions of anonymity. So I can't really tell if the person is a male or a female whenever they say the person. It makes me think that they probably have blue hair and they scream at Trump rallies.
And anonymity. I can never say that word.
Anonymity.
It could be
you
anyone
just
or
have
no
to,
one.
yeah. Well, it
Bless
could
your
be somebody
heart.
close to. Well, it could be someone close, or it could have been. Hey George, can you say something for me anonymously? And he's just like, sure, I'll say whatever you want me to say anonymously.
Anonymity.
Yeah. Haley's ability to fight to win a significant share of the vote in some primaries where she got beat by DeSantis on every single one of the primaries that she went to. And then even after DeSantis dropped out, she was still getting her ass handed to her in those primaries. Like, I don't think she won as her count in the primaries. Like you had Trump that was hitting like 47% in the primaries, and she couldn't even crack 20 in most of them. Like even after DeSantis dropped out, like there was like 30% that said we will vote for neither of these people at like 20 or 30%. And she's getting like 15% endorsement, like in the primary. It's like, but I mean, she had rising support.
Yeah,
No.
At what point do you actually say to yourself, I'm not really that good?
Well, she was hoping that the news would make it.
Me.
Well, she was hoping that the news would make it better. The best endorsement from Trump could get her not endorsing him. Exactly. Didn't she lose her own state? Yes. Like by people that weren't going to vote for either. Like she lost to. I'm telling you, whenever you look at those numbers, you're just like, oh, geez, it's not like, oh, that's bad. Like she's Trump is at 47 and she's at like 32. No, it was like Trump was at like 47. She's at like 3% or 15%. And the people that are like, I'm not voting for either one of these people were like at 30%. It was just like, oh God. Hey, Tammy Bugard. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Marshall.
No good.
Yeah,
Hey, Kay Marshall.
Yeah, see, here it is. It was like, despite exiting the race after a near rout by Trump across Super Tuesday contest in early March, Haley grabbed more than 21% of the votes in Indiana's primary. 2 weeks ago in Pennsylvania, she received 17. she earned similar support in Arizona just weeks after leaving the race. Well, that's because her name's still on the ballot and because people are idiots. They have no idea that she's dropped out more than likely. They're like, "Oh, Nikki Haley is it, isn't that like Darling Nikki, like the she little red Corvette and stuff?" Like, okay, I'll vote for her. So before she dropped out, she won nearly 27%, but they don't tell you that like 37% did not even want, they were like, no, we don't even like her. We don't like Trump or her. 13% of the Georgia GOP, yeah, because she's a rhino, which means she's a Republican in name only. Like she would flip flop in a heartbeat. Now, of course, we do have a dino that I hope that Trump, and I've said this from the beginning. I hope that Trump
Right,
gets
no.
what's her name, Tulsi Gabbard. I hope that he has her as his running mate. I really do.
I don't say that name again.
Tulsi Gabbard. She
No.
ran for president in 2020. She totally destroyed Kamala
Oh,
Harris. She completely destroyed Kamala Harris and caused
yes, I do
Kamala
remember
Harris
her.
to
I
drop
watched the
out.
debates.
Oh yeah, like she had a lot of growing support. A lot of people were backing her to do that. And after she destroyed Kamala on stage, like in front of the whole world, just like went off on her. She picked up. She would have been front runner. After she did that, they shut down her Twitter account, her YouTube account. They shut down all of her social
Yeah,
media. She couldn't
yeah.
post links, and they just like it was like this mass just like gone. And they then the news was coming out, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, she's sucking and horrible," and it was like whenever they went back and looked, they were just like, no, she like dominated that stage. And
She
they
did.
just
I
they had
remember
to,
her now. As soon as I can picture it as well in my head. I do remember it, and she did. She really went off on Kamala, didn't she? Yes, I remember that. I didn't know about the shutting her down and everything, but I'd imagine the source that would have been the case. After
yep.
like that they would have done that. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and
Oh,
I'm
I don't
I'm
know.
not well, and she, with Tulsi Gabbard, I don't agree with all of her politics. But I think that she would make a better candidate than anybody else that I even see on the Republican side. I just
Has he
don't.
got a running mate?
He hasn't announced one yet.
No, I didn't
No,
think he had.
no, because
No.
he's dealing with right now. He's leading. I mean, he's dominating Biden. No matter how hard AP or MSNBC or CBS or any of them like every time they go after him, every new lawsuit that they bring up against him just increases his notoriety.
His chances, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think they're
No,
really
I get
hating
it.
it.
I understand it. Free advertising, innit?
Exactly. Oh, what in the hell? I'm going to have to look at this and see what this one is all about here in a second. Trump, who won every Indiana county, brushed off Haley's support in an interview Tuesday in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All those people are going to come to me. Yeah, it's true. Indiana has an open primary system, which means any registered voters may participate in either
Yes,
party's
that's what
primary,
he
which
said.
it's horrible. Indiana, the Trump campaign claimed without evidence that Haley's support came from Democrats, adding that he would carry Indiana in November as in 2016 and 2020 when he easily won the heavily Republican state. Biden's campaign attributed Haley's Indiana showing to Trump's trouble in suburbs and cited similar primary numbers in swing states such as Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania. The president has made an open appeal to Haley's supporters to back him in November. Biden is making an open appeal to Haley supporters. Why? Why would that be? Like, because she's a rhino, as are her supporters. Haley, whose name is frequently mentioned as a contender for the 2028 nomination. Oh, please God, no. No. Trump is racking up primary victories even as we already know this. For her farewell speech, well, and she wanted to debate Trump. She was like, well, only he won't debate me. He won't debate me. It's just like, I don't need to debate you. I've got like, even whenever you have all of these other candidates, you've got Ramaswamy, you've got Chris Christie, like I'm all of these
Still going.
dumbasses. You got 5 nominees up there, and combined, he still had more support than all 5 of those combined. What point does why would I have to show up and waste my time on debating any of you? It makes no sense whatsoever.
Was Chris Christie the one who was like basically went on a beach that he wasn't supposed to be on, and there was a photo taken of him, not a very flattering one.
I don't
I
know.
think that nobody was allowed on the beach. I don't know whether it was COVID times or something. But I said the word now, and end of the world times, you know.
Oh,
And
you can say COVID. I don't give 2 craps about it. I
I
say the
thought it was a
coup for
YouTube
COVID
thing,
or
like
say
unalived. Yeah, I thought it was a YouTube thing.
it is, but you realize I don't ever get stressed out about this kind of crap.
Okay.
I really don't. I don't just say what you're going to say whenever you say it. If you're trying to couch every single thing that you say, it's just gonna confuse people. Like I get confused easily. Like I look at the wall and I go, "Oh, squirrel." There you go.
Hey, let's not talk about squirrels.
Squirrels. Oh, sorry.
I have a story still not talking to me.
Why is he not talking to you?
You see, I did a story about squirrels. These big nuts.
These big nuts. Oh, you like that one, don't you? You like these big nuts.
I cracked up, honestly, Shizzy. I was gone the whole way through. I was gone, but and then I came on here then the next day, and I have a story saying, "How could you do that?" So when I think of squirrels now, I don't think of like going off on a tangent like I always do.
No, you see,
These big nuts.
Jody Harris says I like nuts.
Hilarious. I miss nuts.
Oh yeah. Oh, so here we go. So in her farewell speech, a day after Trump's big night, Haley declined to directly endorse him. She put the onus on Trump to win the support of the moderate Republicans. If you're a moderate Republican, then you're just moderately a Democrat. Just saying. At least officially, Haley has moved on from this year's campaign. The former UN ambassador under Trump recently announced she was joining the Hudson Institute, a conservative Washington think tank. Oh, great! That's going to be wonderful. Put a rhino in there.
In a tank.
Yeah, in a tank.
What is a think tank?
It's basically
tank that's got a thinking emoji.
It's where we sit around and we debate amongst ourselves the best way that you can run your country, okay? And then whenever we figure out, okay, that you're an idiot, okay, because we're smarter than you, because we think, okay, then we make sure that we kick you out. And we say, okay, you're gonna have to like bet drugs are bad, okay? Don't look at me that way, because all I know is I'm floating like a balloon. We're smarter than everyone else, okay? Yeah.
I love drugs bad.
Looks okay.
My dad walks around saying acid times. Just for no reason. Drugs bad.
Oh my God. Now see what really aggravates me, and I really wish that they would have allowed cameras into the courthouse. I really do, for this stuff right here. So they've got the third week they got the third week in Trump's hush money trial draws to a close with Michael Cohen yet to come. And of course, we can only take their word for what they're saying is actually going on in there. That's the worst part about it. It's like, because they keep saying hush money trial, but that's not
It's
what
not
it's
very
about.
hushed anymore, is it?
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know because right here they're saying account of porn actress Simi Daniels while prosecutors gear up for the most crucial witness, Michael Cohen, which has been, proven to be a liar. Daniel's story of a sexual encounter with Trump was a crucial building block for prosecutors, but there's no proof of it. It's no different than what the one that made up a story that was no different than one that you found on CSI.
I
Or
heard
Law and Order.
the judge admonished her, I heard, because she went into too much detail.
Oh, you think? It's just like, because all what she was supposed to be talking about was, well, how did this money get to you? Where did the money come from? Oh no, it did not become about that. It's like, well, we met up on this like, oh, let's see if I can do her face. Well, we met up on this little place, and he stuck his wee wee in me, and we were partying, and this is where we were doing it at, and he gave me like from a dog from behind, and like we were doing it on the elevator, and then of course I was like swinging from this little sex swing. It was so
Don't
much
forget
fun.
the black satin pajamas.
Oh yeah, I had my black satin pajamas, and you wouldn't believe it was so small. You think such a big man would be so much bigger. And of course, and they're just like, no, we just want to know where the money came from. Well, he like stuck his little ween in my tight little booty hole. It was so tight. Like, you want to see, there's pictures of it on the internet. Look me up. Please look me up. I can become famous again because I gotta pay for these things. Oh my God. And of course, it's you're just like, no, seriously, ma'am, who paid you the money? Yes, but he also, it's so small, he stuck it in my ear too. And you're just like, Jesus Christ, well, we just want to know where the money came from. He was like, well, I did put it between my bubbies. I was doing this number. Was it nuts? It was so hot. He's like, ma'am, we don't care. Look me up. You can find me on OnlyFans. Woohoo! Story time OnlyFans booty hole.
Oh
like,
my goodness me.
and you're just like, lady, we just want to know, who gave you the money? And it's like, you should see what I do with my hoop earrings and where I put them, and they're so big, I just sew them right through there. You're like, lady, you were creeping me out. The judge is like, please stop. She's like, Judge, you can have this too. Judge is like, Jesus, woman, we just want to know where the money came from and where it went. What money? What are you talking about? Where money? You want to see my butthole? Can you repeat that question? Female say squatch. I'm telling you.
Let's not say ween. You said wet. There's a weed in the ear. It might be a wet ween. The ween is the Sasquatch ween.
Sasquatch ween.
Gosh, no.
She ate off my ween. Oh, yes. I mean, I'm just sitting there going, oh man. Like, and see, you don't get to hear any of that. The transcripts would just be glorious. I'm telling you, the transcripts are going to be glorious because, she's a washed up actress, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, it doesn't take much acting to, show your butthole, but okay. Like, but you could be camera shy. You could be camera shy. Have you ever seen it wink at you? It just winks at you and says, hello, how are you?
I hope you're being clipped.
You want to see my butthole? I had it bleached today.
You little heart.
What was the question again? I'll show you all my butthole. It hasn't been used lately, except whenever it gets the telephone pole. weeks. It's so tired. It's tired of Laura Orange.
Oh my gosh.
Have you not seen it? It's so tired.
Streaming. WWE.
Oh, you
No,
roboted out on
I
me.
don't
Whatever
want
you
to
said
either.
was whatever you said was probably pretty good. You just roboted out on me. Damn it.
Sorry, am I robot then?
Yeah.
I've been on to my provider about that, and I've tweeted him or X'd him, whatever you call him, but don't put an X on him. But yes, I said I don't want to see that. Thank you very much. No, it's not for me. Keep your butthole where the sun don't shine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll continue on with the story. For over more than 7.5 inches of 7.5 hours of testimony. Sorry. Daniels relayed in graphic detail what she says happened after the two met at a celebrity golf outing at Lake Tahoe, where sponsors included the adult film studio where she worked. Daniel explained how she felt surprise, fear, discomfort. I was so discomfortable. He was looking at my booty hole. It was real life. Here's this man's looking at my booty hole. It's all pink and flappy like. He didn't even want to stick it in there. I was so disappointed because I've been ringed out by some of the biggest bands. It is a big gaping thing. What can you say?
Oh my gosh.
During the combative cross-examination, so they were saying they were so nice to her on the prosecutors were so nice on her, like, oh, Stormy, tell me, Stormy, were you abused as a child? Yes, I was abused as a child. Well, can you tell us all about that? Sure. And of course, they're like, objection, Your Honor. We don't care about her childhood. All we want to know is where the money came from. You see my butthole? Like, Jesus, woman, stop. Oh, but no, they were combative in cross-examinations, just like, okay, so you're saying you got the money from Trump's lawyer, okay? Did Trump sign off on this? I don't know. He looked at my butthole. No, ma'am, we don't care about your butthole. All we want to know is what happened to the money. Like, where did you get the money from? Where did it go to? You want to see my tits? No, we don't want to see your tits. Why are you being so combative? Oh my God, you're so mean to me. Because you don't want to look at my butthole. I'm so hurt. So they sought to paint Daniels as
Chat,
a complete.
I am sorry. She's here. I can see chat wondering about my microphone.
About
It's
your
not my
butthole?
mic.
What?
It's my connection, and
It's her internet.
and I'm in the process of having it sorted.
Yeah, she's looking up Stormy Daniels right now. Just she has to get the visual image. She has to get the visual image. She's like, what is that? I mean, why does it look like a coffee cup? I don't understand. Like, that's what she's doing. Every Prawn Star was abused. You think? I mean, something broke inside him. No, it's not just you. She's got some issues. We're just not sure though. What is it? Me, or do the Welsh ladies sound a little bit like Daphne Moon from Frasier? I don't know. I don't. I'd never watched Frasier. Okay, thanks for the clarification. Stormy isn't even attractive. I mean, she might have been at one point in time, I guess. And it's not all about attractive. It's just about willingness to do pretty much anything with anyone at any time or anything at any time. I mean, that's really think about this, okay? Is as much as people are just like, oh, wouldn't it be great if you were a porn star and all of like the tail that you'd be getting? No, that's not how it works in the industry. You can just ask a certain guy that dressed like a Ukrainian flag how it works in the industry, because he had to, swallow a lot of dong and take it in the booty hole so many times that it looked like an empty coffee cup. That's what he had to do to like make it in that kind of business. That was before he could even like get a girl to look twice at him. That's the way that it works in that kind of industry. No, thank you. No, thank you. I would
so much.
just word of mouth. I mean, ask Ukraine, ask Captain Ukraine, and he will tell you. Well, no, he won't tell you. He'll say, "Oh, we're gonna have a child." I was like, "Oh, that's fucking scary. You're gonna breed, great." Well, maybe you won't choke this one to death. Oh, yeah, that never happened. He's so happy about having a child he's never had. Yeah, that's why you need a video. If you want to look up Captain Ukraine's videos, go for it. I talked with somebody about that. That just yeah. I talked to someone about this that was just like, oh, that's horrible. How would any woman not have an alternate agenda when playing hokey pokey with Donald Trump?
Hokey pokey.
Yeah, but that's the question. Was there any hokey pokey going on? Because so far they've made all of these wild claims and accusations, but then been proven to be a liar. And if I'm not mistaken, Stormy Daniels' lawyer is going to be speaking on Trump's defense.
Avenatti.
Yeah, Avenatti. Yeah, he's going to be speaking in Trump's defense. And that has to do with the payments because he was the one that was collecting the payments. Just saying.
She sued him, didn't she?
Do what?
She sued him as well.
What happened with Vol? I don't know. I'm lost. Absolutely disgusting. Toss her back in the swamp. Swamp monster. Shizzy is very knowledgeable about this. Shut up. Damn it, let's go. Absolutely disgusting. Toss her back in the swamp. Yes. Thank you. So it says Trump attorney Susan I want to say Nichols maybe pressed Daniels on why she accepted the payout to keep quiet instead of going public. And the two women traded barbs over what Nichols said were inconsistencies in Daniels' story over the years. You made this up, right? And she shoots back, "No, it was my butthole he was not looking at." The defense has sought to show that the hush money payments made on his behalf were an effort to protect his reputation and family, not his campaign, by shielding them from embarrassing stories about his personal life. After Daniels stepped down from the stand on Thursday, yeah, more like she just snail trailed off the thing. Just disgusting. Trump's attorneys pressed the judge to amend the gag order that prevents him from talking about witnesses in the case so he could publicly respond to what she told jurors. And of course, the judge denied that request too. Well, yeah. But it's not. This is all before Trump and jurors are faced with Cohen, who arranged a $130,000 payout to Daniels. Just because Cohen arranged a $130,000 payout to Daniels does not necessarily mean anything other than Cohen arranged for this. Maybe Cohen's behind this. Maybe it was Cohen that was getting his balls like serviced by her. We don't know. Maybe that's where the $130,000 came from, because she was maybe extorting him instead of Trump. We don't know. I mean, what's to say that she looked at Cohen and said, "Oh, Mr. Cohen, I'll drain those balls for you." How do we know? That's not what happened. And he was just like, "Well, damn, sure. I mean, can I see your tits?" And she was like, "Sure, you can see my butthole too." And then hit it, and she was like, "Okay, now you're gonna have to pay me." We don't know. Jeez. I got you crying, don't I? This is all before Trump and jurors are faced with Cohen. Trump is charged with 34 counts of falsifying internal Trump organization business records. Yes, $130,000 bottle buys a lot of these nuts, sweet jakes. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, but if you get Avenatti up there, he's essentially a prosecution witness. Then it's officially a circus. Well, see, here's the thing, because because he's already been disbarred. He's got nothing to lose. What are you going to do, Judge? Disbar me again? You can't. I already lost my bar license. I'll tell all about that bitch in our little secret meeting. That
Oh,
right there.
God.
And I guarantee you the coverage on that. I guarantee they're going to say, Avenatti, he's such a liar. Look, he was arrested. He was disbarred. Oh, what a horrible person. You can't believe a single thing he says, but we've got to believe Cohen that was prosecuted on perjury. Like, this thing is getting overturned. Even the judge knows. I wish it was televised. I know, because the shit show would be so much
Yes.
fun. I
It
mean,
would.
and they know it. God, if you want to see courts ratings go up, show what's going on in the courtroom and let people actually disseminate it, because what will happen is they will probably seal all the records, so you won't even be able to read the transcripts after all this shit is done. You'll have to take the news's word on it. Like,
Yeah, I
so
can see him being sealed.
yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, it's just a given. It's just an absolute given. They're going to do this. I need to grab some more coffee. So you think I should play the new one or the old one
Ooh,
for
the
my
new
coffee
one.
break? You like the new one
Go
better?
on.
Like the
Yeah,
new
I
one
like
better?
it. I was like watching you. I liked watching you make that. That was interesting. And
Yeah.
I was very tired and I wanted to sleep, but I just couldn't because I was just too fascinated. But so, like, right, what's it gonna come up with next?
All right.
Yeah,
I'll do
see
the
new
new
one.
one. I'll do the new one.
Let the chat decide.
Oh, they've already said the new one. We'll make it happen. Here we go.
Okay.
Be right back. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
Funky and dirty. It's going down.
Rambo.
Oh yeah, Rambo's awesome. He just keeps that thing just cranking. He's got some beat there.
Drums, steering wheel. Chill, dear.
New York, I believe. Manhattan.
Looks like he's boarded.
Oh, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if your balls are tingling.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I
oh.
know. It's great. It's great. Oh.
That baby is absolutely priceless. I know, because it's his first time that he tries like steak. It's just like, I like, give it more. Like,
It's like, give me more.
yeah, where
Give
did
me
that come
more.
from? Oh my God. Oh.
Oh.
So Westerhout, who went in to serve as Trump's personal secretary, told jurors Thursday that the tape rattled RNC leadership so much that there were conversations about how it would be possible to replace him as a candidate if it came to that. Witnesses in the case have seesawed between bookkeepers and bankers with often dry testimony to Daniels, and others with salacious and unflattering stories about Trump and the tabloid world machinians meant to keep them secret. Despite all the drama, in the end, this trial is about money changing hands. Well, yeah, you lost that fight because that's not what you're doing. You keep talking about Stormy's butthole. Nobody cares. And whether
I
those
don't wanna
payments
know
were
about
made
Stormy's
illegally to
butthole.
influence the 2016 election. No shit. That's what it's been about the whole time. And of course, defense is like, we don't care about Stormy's butthole. Why are we here? We spent 7.5 hours listening to her talk about, all the dirty things that just imagine this, Welsh lady. She spent 7.5 hours just talking about these nuts. That's all she did. And she did it with a straight face. That's the worst part about it. Like, she's like, I'm so clueless. Like, so these nuts, I put these nuts in my mouth.
No, squirrel does that.
That's all she did. That's all she talked about. And mushrooms.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, man. Oh, blimey neck. I thought I was bad.
No, she's horrible. Could you imagine 7.5 hours talking about these nuts?
No, I can't. I can manage 12 minutes.
Damn, girl, you're a quick one. She's hear that, Yamaha? She's easy to please. 12 minutes, you're done.
Don't tell Yamaha.
Don't tell that to Yamaha. Don't tell him.
Yamaha,
Don't tell her. Don't tell Yamaha 12 minutes and she's done. She can't handle 7.5 hours. She can't handle a real man. Let me get in
I
there.
can hear him. I can hear him. He's in my brain now.
He's like,
He's doing the.
those are sure delicious. I get in there and okay, like look like my staters. The criminal case could be the only one of four against the presidential nominee to go to trial before voters decide November, because they can't get their shit together on the other three. And if you didn't see the shit that went down yesterday with the Senate hearing on Fani Willis,
Oh no, I got something to watch on that, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it was like on constant loop. Like I thought it was like, damn, this is really long. No, it was on constant loop. They had the whole thing on constant loop. Like dude was eating his hands. we watched part of it yesterday.
That woman. Gosh.
So let's see. So that stuff with Fani Willis, the Supreme Court case that they want has been basically put on stay because they don't because basically the documents that they got out there, they added documents to it into those filings. You can't do that. Just like they don't trust anything that they're adding in there.
Well,
Trump has pleaded not guilty and cast himself as a victim of politically tainted justice system that working to deny him another turn. No, they're working to even give him a fair shot, which is true. I mean, you tell me. Meanwhile, the threat of jail looms over Trump following repeated gag order violations No, go fuck yourself. That's what I say. like sideways
Go
into
F
Sunday.
yourself.
Serious. Like, oh, you don't want me to talk about it? Well, how about this? We get to hear about Stormy's asshole for the next fucking 10 years.
I don't want to. Please stop with the Stormy's patrol.
Damn it, didn't finish, but pretty much what Izzy is saying, why all the others, I can't say that word, but yes. Yes.
Superfluous. Crap.
Superfluous crap. It's crap, you see.
Scottish.
Crap. I'm going to try a different orange juice that has mango in it. Well, at least it doesn't have mushrooms.
Oh.
His attorneys are fighting the judge's order, seeking a fast decision in an appeals court. If that court refuses to lift the gag order, Trump lawyers want permission to take their appeal to the state's high court. And Richter, whatever. Man, dude, you need to get some freaking real name. An often fart? What? Often farts is general assignment reporter at New York City Bureau of the Associated Press. Often fart. Oh, often heart. I thought his name was Often Fart. I was like, geez, man. Good morning, Bad Duck. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we were listening to your song this morning.
Yes, Bad Duck is a lovely song.
It is. It is.
It's a big bad swing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh. So of course, you know, on the same aspect of often farts. I could have sworn it said often fart.
I thought you said off you fart.
Off you fart. See, that's what it looked. I was looking at it. It was like often farts. I mean, why would you name your, like, I would change my name.
I'd change my name. I would change my name. Definitely. Oh,
I
yes.
refuse to be an often fart. I refuse.
Mr. Offy Farts.
Party of four?
Next
Often
patient.
farts? Party of four? I was like,
Taxi for Offy Farts.
I may be roboting it. Give me a second. I may be roboting. I'm watching my connection. Connection is unstable. Now, it's not me, but if I'm acting, looking a little jittery, if you can't see this, it's probably because I'm having an issue with my interwebs. I'm being attacked by China. That's what it is.
You said the Welsh way.
China.
T-S-I-E. E-I, rather. N-A. China.
China. Like Chinatown.
Oh, Tammy, I was broke a long time ago. Oh, God, that sounds awful. And
Stream is still clean. Oh, like clam. I almost got a bearded clam. I almost got one. Like I was going to get one that had like the, oh, I can't talk about that because that might get me in trouble. What? Vagina often farts. What the hell? Just admit the pause will be to swap out. Really? You think?
There's all that big talk.
Go ahead. What do you have to say, Funston? What is it? Did you have to say? What the?
Funston.
I'm off. You're off to fart. Good job,
Oh,
Cynthia. That is good to know. It's so good to know.
What a bad name, man, innit? You can't have a name like that. Imagine all the bullying you had growing up.
Often farts, yes. Off to farting. Off to farting off. What? I would
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I would make fun of him endlessly. Why is it giving me such a hard time?
Can you hear my dog?
No. Nope, I can't hear anything. See, it's really weird. My stream is
Okay,
telling me
that's
my
all right.
connection is unstable. It's telling me my connection is unstable. There we go. It mellowed out. Jeez,
Yeah,
Louise.
your mouth is moving and it's not syncing at times.
Yeah, I was
But
thinking
I
that.
can't talk, can I? I've been on it now for weeks, man.
Well, it's because mm, it's because I'm telling too much truth here is what's happening. Trump is limited on what he can say about his court case. His GOP allies are showing up to help. Wonderful. Former President Donald Trump is limited in what he can publicly say as he fights charges that he made payments to a porn star about showing her butthole. The influence in the 2016 election. But he's getting help from GOP allies who are now glad to show up and talk. Oh, we're glad now. U.S. Senator Rick Scott of Florida was the latest surrogate to accompany Trump, joining him Thursday for the 14th day of his trial in New York. Last week, it was Texas attorney Ken Paxton who joined the presumptive GOP presidential nominee. The Republicans' courtroom presence can help Trump connect with constituents while he's stuck in court and feeling the pressure of a gag order, unlike Stormy, because she could not gag anything. She had no problem. She didn't gag. She just swallowed it right on down, placed on him by the judge. Both Scott and Paxton, which did not get to see Stormy's asshole except in certain situations which would have been in her movies, have been through legal troubles of their own and have rallied against what they call politically motivated prosecutions. A message that echoes Trump's own, and while having friends by one side is a common practice encouraged by attorneys to show support for defendants in court, it's also a chance for Trump's friends to publicly demonstrate their loyalty to their leader of the GOP. Scott started his day Thursday as the 6 a.m. guest on the morning show Fox and Friends, or another left-wing propaganda bullshit company. He later entered the courtroom behind Trump, and he was groping him vigorously and maybe using his tongue, and witnessed the tense exchange between Stormy Daniels and Trump's defense attorney, which looked a little bit like a mud wrestling fight, except only one person had one arm tied behind their brain, and they were still winning. As they were going over the alleged 2006 sexual encounter involving Stormy's butthole and her boobies between the former president and the porn actor. Is she a he or is she a she? I don't know. We'll find out. News at 7. The senator filed into the first row of the courtroom gallery behind the defense table, joining Trump's entourage, and spoke with Trump's lawyer and spokesperson, Alina Hababa, before taking a seat. After an hour and a half, Scott left the courtroom and walked across the street to speak to the news outlets. There, he commented on a subject Trump has been ordered not to, bringing up Judge Juan Merchan's daughter and saying she was a political operative who raises money for Democrats. This is just a bunch of Democrats saying we want to make sure that Donald Trump can't talk, Scott said. And they've got a gag order, so he can't go campaign. They've got him holed up in a courtroom. The gag orders prohibits Trump from making any directing orders to make public statements about people connected to the case, including the judge's family. Scott denied his presence had anything to do with the gag order. No, I'm fed up. This is just simply they don't want to get this guy into the ballot. Paxton did not speak publicly when he joined Trump last week, but he gave interviews later to Fox Business and Newsmax about the trial, calling it persuasive of justice. This is tyrannical, and I can't stop him from speaking out and defending himself and keep him from basically campaigning. I think it's hard to believe that I hope the American people do not put up with this, Paxton told Fox Business the day after. David Weinstein, a legal analyst and former federal prosecutor, or piece of shit, said Trump can't directly or indirectly comment, adding that an indirect comment would include a friend saying something Trump shared or told. But surrogates like Scott are free to speak.
They can say whatever they want to say. They're not bound by a gag order.
He said. Weinstein said Trump is not only on trial for the crimes he is charged with, but also before the court of opinion while trying to win an election.
He can bring up other people and show like constituents of other states that he has the backing of other politicians.
He said,
this political and public relations tactics got nothing to do with the defense.
Trump's attorneys have argued against the gag order, saying the former president should be allowed to respond to Daniel's testimony, but Merchan on Thursday refused a request to modify it. Gustavo Lang, a criminal defense attorney, said it is controversial as to what extent the gag order applies.
I think that the court would like to have a hard time saying that the third party can't voice their opinion and their feelings about the trial.
Lang said. As far as connecting with voters by bringing surrogates and allies, Lang said that should not be relevant in court.
I don't think that it's something that the court should or control as long as he doesn't interfere with the administration of justice in the courtroom.
He said. How's that? You just about on my nose. I'm laughing so hard. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Tommy snorted orange juice. Tommy, don't be a cuckoo.
Who did I piss off at Google? I piss off everyone at Google. I don't care anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just,
yeah.
You got to have a little bit of fun with this stuff. I mean, it happens.
Oh, you have to, man. You have to. You have to laugh at it.
Shizzy needs his prostate checked. Are you willing? Are you volunteering? Well, I don't understand. Like, what? Confused.
You need something checked, Shizzy.
What?
I said you need something checked.
I need something checked? Probably.
Yeah.
These voices have your O2 levels back to 99%. Oh, yeah. You know it, buddy. We have a prawn star that farts after hearing about the gag order because she has no gag reflex. Welcome to my world. Yeah.
That apparently you know all about coded 12 volt storm.
Yes.
Very knowledgeable.
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy being cheesy.
It's not wrong, is it?
No. The Secret Service already told Merchant to go fist himself. No jail, no confinement. Definitely bow other tracking devices. Trump should have just started hitting dingers on Truth Social. Shizzy, I can detect elevated PSA levels in my thumb. You'll thank me later. You said your stream was bad. Fingers, you need a doctor. Oh, figures, you need a doctor. Gotcha. Yes.
Oh.
Just imagine if you had just imagine if you went in the medical field and your last name was Fingers. Like in college, it's like, oh yeah, we call him Fingers. Why do you call him Fingers? Well, he's studying to be a proctologist.
Oh.
What's really bad is whenever your middle name is S, it's like George S. Fingers, and it's just like, what does the S stand for? Stinky.
Oh my God, it's me. Have a wash. You need a shower, you do. Oh, Tommy's off. She's off. She is.
like you broke it. You broke it.
Broke Tommy.
2024 South Carolina General Assembly session may be remembered for what didn't happen. Well, Columbia, South Carolina, the 2024 regular session of the South Carolina General Assembly ended Thursday and will perhaps be better remembered for things that didn't pass, like gas. South Carolina remains one of the just two states, along with Wyoming, to not have a hate crimes bill because, well, a crime is a crime. And whether you hate it or like it, it's still a crime. A proposal allowing medical marijuana again made it through the Senate only to die in the State House lobby in the House. because they're just like, no weed for you, because that would be a hate crime. But we don't believe in hate crimes, so no weed for you. Liquor stores won't be open on Sunday anytime soon. Well, that just sucks balls. A bill to widely expand private school vouchers was pushed hard. Oh, it was pushed so hard by House leaders, but got nowhere in the Senate. And a proposal to consolidate several state health agencies died on procedural motion in the Senate session's final minutes. So there are some new laws, big and small, or as we like to say, large, fat, and wide. Anyone who can legally own a weapon can now openly carry a gun. Wow, this is sweeping news. Bills banning gender affirming care, or basically cutting off boys' balls and ripping apart women's chesticles for transams, removing the sales tax on what do you call them? We call them sanitary napkins. You know what? Whenever I was a young man and I was getting ready to go to camp, like I'd never been to camp, and I'm hitting those teenage years. I'm getting ready to go to camp. Okay. And what do they have on there? Sanitary napkins. I look at I'm joke not. I'm like, hey mom, can I get some napkins? And she was just like, what do you need napkins for? Well, I got to pack up for camp. And she was just like, what do you need napkins for? I was like, I don't know. It just says sanitary napkins. She was like, no, that's not what that is. I was like, what the hell is a sanitary napkin? I don't understand. Like, should I bring dirty napkins? And she was like, no, now is not the time to have a birds and the bees discussion before you're going to go to camp with a bunch of like horny girls. No, we're not talking about this. So I was confused. Like all summer, I was like, did you guys bring sanitary napkins? And they're going, good God, man, no, you don't need those. I was like, well, why don't you? How am I going to wipe my face?
Oh, do you know that? Do we have like tax over here?
You're roboting on me.
Tax.
You're roboting on me.
I said, do you know that over here that we have the tampon tax?
Yeah, tampon what? What are you tamping on?
Tax.
It's easier if you don't tamp. You don't
taxes.
tamp on it. You pull it out and you go for the gold. Because if you tamp on it, you're doing it wrong. That means you got something blocking it. You had to get that thing out of there.
My government.
Oh, the government's doing it to you. I got it. They're tamponing you. They're tamping on you. Back on tampons. What? I'm so confused.
Tax payments.
Well, of course
payments.
That's where it is. They're talking about sanitary napkins, and liquor stores won't be open on Sundays.
But that's annoyed me, liquor stores on a Sunday, because even on a Sunday you can get communion.
Well, you just always remember liquor up front, poker is in the rear.
Oh gosh,
Gotcha. And bills that would change the committee that screens judges, like they put judges in screened in porches. I don't understand. And change the state's energy policy. Okay. So like we're going to move a little slower because we're in the South. So like we're going to expend less energy. Okay. So they're headed to conference committees of 3 senators and 3 House members to see if differences between the chambers can work out. Well, let's see. I got a 9mm. I got a 45. I got a 38, 22, a 223, a 308, 357. I don't know which chamber are they talking about. I mean, there's a big difference in the chambers. But in the end, it is the things that didn't get done that highlight the end of this 2-year legislative session. Any bills that don't get through both chambers die Thursday and must be reintroduced in January with the next session. All 170 General Assembly members are up for election, so bills could face a much different legislative environment in 2025. And what is a hate crime? We're about to find out. Hate crimes. For the second session in a row, the usually more conservative South Carolina House passed a bill allowing enhanced penalties for crimes that prosecutors could prove were fueled by race, gender, or sexual orientation. So, in that bill, again, died the Senate without a floor vote. So basically, they say, oh, so just because I don't like that you're a woman and I do some violence against you, it doesn't change the fact that I did violence against you and what it's saying. Okay. Supporters of the bill think it would pass the Senate if it got a vote, but a few of the chambers, I don't understand these chambers. Most conservative senators that kept the bill bottled up on Senate calendar. They said little publicly, but suggested many crimes are caused by the hatred. And that is dangerous to try to divine someone's thoughts. Backers of the bill worked very hard, very, very hard. In 2022, they brought in major companies to push for the law, so South Carolina was an outlier with Wyoming. Last year, they brought out 2 of the 3 survivors of the Charleston Church Massacre, where 9 black worshippers were killed in 2015. They promised to come back in 2025, but they can face more conservative House and the Senate. Yes. Broker. Dude, like the medical marijuana. Oh, no, this one's good, bro.
Oh, I need that stuff.
Like across the state house for like the second session, the Senate passed a bill allowing like medical marijuana that died like in that house. Don't kill the weed, man. Don't fear the reaper. Well, like this year, the bill never got out of House committee. In like 2023, like the House leadership, they killed it on like a technicalities. And it raised revenue, and that kind of bill had to like start in the House. So like Republican senators, some dude named Tom like Davis was relentlessly pushed for the bill for nearly a decade because he likes the weed, man. He's promised over and over again he has no intent of allowing recreational marijuana use. Like the smoking the drug for medical use would be like illegal, and the marijuana could be obtained only through like specially chosen pharmacies. Like, wow.
We don't even have value. Am I still robot dead?
No, you're good, man.
We don't even have value, right? And I'm on shed loads of pills because my illness is now. But I know for a fact, right? And I'll just say it. I know for a fact that some medical marijuana would completely eliminate majority of those pills and also improve my life and my ability to function. But they won't even do that. It's ridiculous. I really feel like it's withholding something from you that is such a that well the effect it had on me
well, and here's
complete and pain-free, and my movements became more
defined.
just quicker. Just I could move quicker. I could my muscles just felt so much better. I was no pain whatsoever. But unfortunately, I
Hey,
was
Welsh lady,
high.
can you say that all again, just much slower and sexier? My muscles were faster.
My muscles. Oh, they were just so free of pain, and I was able to like move, and grind the way that I want to, not the way that they've left me. But to bend over and move and stretch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like stretch the legs. When I stretch the legs out, there's nothing hurting. I'm free. I'm pain free. And yeah. How about that?
That's perfect. all you hear is in chat is this. That's it.
No, that's sound.
Oh. Oh.
You are funny, I. You crack me up, Shizzy.
Oh, welcome to the club, Bad Duck. I just accidentally found your song. I just listened to it. Welcome to the club. Yeah. So we've got somebody that's going, oh, farts, tampons, liquor, and gag reflex. There's a song in there somewhere. We'll call it Stormy Sunday.
Yeah, then he wrote the song.
So we writing a song.
The
We're
chat
gonna write
already
a
wrote
song.
it.
We're writing a song for you, chat, because you guys are damn hilarious.
You've wrote it, Shizzy.
You think I
You've
wrote that
it
song?
with chat already. I can see
Dictionary
the
deep at you.
references. We go weeds.
Oh my God, Wesley, you should be reading novels on audiobooks.
That's what I do.
DBF competition.
On YouTube. Oh, you can't beat Diva. She's number one. I would never be able to.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys are
And I need a
hilarious.
better script. I was caught off guard. Talking about how badly I need my medical marijuana. Shitty doesn't turns it all schmexy.
What else am I gonna do? I mean, come on. I gotta have some fun somehow.
I thought you were gonna say you were going, well, Sleety. And I was just like, yeah. You just completely roboted out. We didn't hear a thing you said. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
Oh. Oh my God. Let's see. Where we got? I've got to find that again so I can pull it up because it is too damn funny. Where did it go?
Melanie wants to stay for the song.
Oh, you want to stay for the song?
Go.
No
way am I leaving.
Because where in the hell did it go? I'm looking for
Shizzy
it.
wrote this song in new chat. I got nothing to do with this at all. I don't want to hear about Stormy's butthole. Or
You don't want to hear about Stormy's butthole?
You.
Stormy Sunday?
These
Just
nuts.
these nuts.
It's not Sunday though, is it?
Like, come on.
I did Stormy Monday.
Yeah. What is
It's not Monday either.
Let's see. So
Funky
all right.
Friday.
So what we need is we need the style. So what kind of style of music are we going to do?
Chat is
So
it's up to you.
Yeah, chat. So here we go. We're creating this song. And it says, look, what they have up here, it's called a raga song about a literal banana. I was like, do you want that or do you want parts, a song? Like, what style of music do you want? What kind of style of music do you want? Do you want a let's see, let's see. Should it be blues? No, or should we do like I know. We'll do an epic opera.
Oh my gosh, an opera.
With metal guitars.
Yeah.
Steel guitars. A rap song? No, we're not doing a rap song. Opera. Okay. Epic opera, operatic. Is that right? Is that word? Operatic.
Operatic? Yes,
yeah.
that's a word.
Blues. Yeah. Blues with metal guitar or steel guitar. We'll do steel guitar with steel guitar.
Oh gosh, Diddy fan, you're gonna love this now.
Heavy bass line. Let's see. Operatic blues was with heavy bass guitar and steel guitar about
Oh, what about some harmonica?
Stormy. About Stormy Sunday. Yeah, we'll say Stormy Sunday, so that way we don't have her particular name in there, and it'll be in about let's see
Off your fart.
about a person named Stormy Sunday. In the song, talks about song about farts, tampons. L-I-Q-U. Oh, I'm probably spelling this wrong. Liquor up front, liquor and gag
Jeffrey
reflexes.
said we might need rock opera.
Gag reflexes. Oh, okay.
Would your
Well,
coffee? I know, lovely. 3 days we've had sun in Wales. 3 days, mark it on your calendars, please.
Oh,
Don't
look.
happen very often.
All right. You're laughing already?
Sunday we are in the storms.
Oh my God. Those storms have been
Oh.
forecast for this Sunday.
Yes,
Stormy
they
Sunday
are.
Blues. Look, it's called Stormy Sunday Blues. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we
God,
go.
Here we go. I need to see the lyrics.
On a stormy Sunday, I'm feeling low, blues in my heart. Oh, where did you go? Thoughts in the air, tampons on the floor, liquor in my hand. Can't take it no more.
Oh, yeah.
Gag reflexes kicking in. Oh, so strong. Lots of mess. It feels wrong, but I keep on singing with all my might. Turning darkness into music, shining light. Storming darkness into music, shining light. Stormy Sunday, won't you fade away? Losing laughter, all in disarray.
Yeah.
Let the music heal and set me free. In this world of chaos, find my melody.
Oh my God.
Oh, my
What's the next
goodness.
one going to sound like? Because I like this one so far.
That's nice. That's good.
All right, we're going to hear the next one. Here comes the next one.
On a stormy Sunday, I'm feeling low, losing my heart. Oh, where did you go? Farts in the air, tampons on the floor, liquor in my hand. Can't take it no more. Gag reflexes kicking in.
No,
Oh, so strong.
I like it, but not as good as the first one. The first one was like epic.
Wrong, but I'll
Good
keep on singing with all my might. Turn darkness into music, shining light. Stormy Sunday, won't you fade away?
Oh, I like it. I don't. But I think you're right.
Yeah.
Set me free in this world of chaos. Find my melody.
Oh,
Yeah, first
I love
one.
this. I love the tune though. Oh, I didn't like the ending.
Yeah, it's got a nice ending. A nice ending.
No, I didn't like that ending.
All in disarray. Let the music heal. Let it set me free. In this world of chaos, find my melody.
Well, that was
That's the extension, isn't it?
no. That was the extended. Nothing. That's why they refunded it, because there was nothing there. So this right here, I am putting this one out. that's gonna be for this morning. That's pretty damn awesome. But I do. We've got to hear the bad duck one. See.
Oh, I like the bad duck ones. Wait.
Yeah, bad duck ones are good.
Bad duck, he's a slick little cat with his fedora hat and his fancy cravat. He struts down the street all cool and rude, leaving a trail of chaos wherever he goes. He's got a pocket full of tricks, a smile that's bold, a smooth operator, never does what he's told. He dances through the crowd with a mischievous grin, leaving a trail of broken hearts in the spin.
But this one's better.
Bad duck, he's a slick little cat with his fedora hat and his fancy cravat. He struts down the street all cool and rude.
A lot cleaner.
It kind of be a bootleg, can't it?
Leaving a trail of chaos wherever he goes. He's got a pocket full of tricks, a smile that's bold, a smooth operator, never does what he's told. That's true. He dances through the crowd with a mischievous grin, leaving a trail of broken hearts in the spin. Oh, bad duck, he's a smooth talking fellow, dancing in the moonlight, always on the mellow. With a crack and a snap, he's the life of the party.
Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car has turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it. I'm not an astronaut.